anyone else think that Diddy could have started the fire from inside? I don't care what anyone says. I feel like that Los Angeles fire did not start on its own. Diddy, I feel like, has to be behind.
Ashton's CER has sparked controversy, with a bold statement suggesting a possible connection between the Diddy scandal and the ongoing Los Angeles wildfires. The actor and entrepreneur hinted that evidence linking the two may have been intentionally destroyed, fueling speculation about a deeper and more enigmatic connection.
You spoke with the LA Fire Department, who told you that the fire in Calabasas, the Kenneth fire that is just exploding in size tonight, is apparently arson and that they have a suspect. Tell me more details.
We talked to the LAPD and they confirmed to us that they do believe that this fire, the Kenneth fire, was intentionally set.
What we know right now is that the incident started here, and about 30 minutes later, a suspect was detained over in Woodland Hills area by citizens.
So I can just tell you, since we broke this news, Ashley, people in this area are furious, as you can imagine, and learning that it was actually citizens who apparently took this guy down. We don't know the other details. We know, though, that someone is in custody again, that this is officially a crime scene behind me, which is what LAPD are telling me. And you've got people out here wondering, so they've officially said they believe the Kenneth fire was arson. What about all of these other fires that we've seen over the last 3 or 4 days that destroyed thousands and thousands and thousands of homes? Obviously, too soon to make any kind of connections. But it's certainly raising a lot of eyebrows that we've now got this confirmation from LAPD that they believe this fire.
In January 2020, Los Angeles experienced devastating wildfires that endangered numerous neighborhoods, including those home to several celebrities.
9:30, now 5 fires burning out of control in Southern California. In Los Angeles, that whole area just engulfed. And there's a new one burning tonight. That's making it 5, the Hollywood Hills.
Right now, at least 5 people have died that's been linked to these fires. Authorities ordered at least 70,000 residents right now to evacuate areas from the Pacific Coast inland to Pasadena. More than 1,000 buildings have burned, and tens of thousands are in danger of going up in flames tonight. The fires are being fueled by dry vegetation and the high winds that we keep seeing on our screens, racing towards highly populated and really affluent neighborhoods, home to some of California's rich and...
Amidst the crisis, Ashton Kutcher was praised for his proactive efforts. He was spotted checking in on Ariel Lauro, the ex-wife of his former boss Chuck Lorre, to ensure her safety during the calamity. Kutcher's residence in Beverly Hills, which he shares with his wife Mila Kunis and their 2 children, is located near Lauro's property, underscoring his dedication to supporting his community.
We've been watching here nonstop. Have you been able to confirm celebrities that have actually had their homes lost, or are they just concerned right now?
Yeah, I mean, for certain, you had Paris Hilton, whose home was lost, and yeah, we're getting word, as the hours go by, of more celebrities who have, yes, actually not just been threat of losing their property, but have actually lost.
The wildfires prompted California Governor Gavin Newsom to declare a state of emergency for Ventura and Los Angeles counties. Around 30,000 residents were placed under evacuation orders, with more than 13,000 structures at risk. Amid the chaos, Kutcher's actions emerged as a symbol of solidarity and compassion.
There's a new threat from those devastating and deadly wildfires. About 9 million people across much of Los Angeles and Ventura counties under a new red flag warning and on alert for more dangerous fire weather conditions. The emergency is not over. This fire NATO captured on camera in the Pacific Palisades. Evacuations expanding tonight. Thousands of homes and businesses destroyed, at least 11 people killed. Governor Gavin Newsom doubling the number of National Guard to more than 1,600 to help battle the flames. The ground and air assault continue as the fires are now threatening a growing list of neighborhoods, including the exclusive Los Angeles suburb of Brentwood.
We knew we needed to have our go bags ready. So our passports, birth certificates, important home documents, pink slips for the cars, those types of items. I just stayed up watching the fire, watching, and then finally at about 3:30, we left the house and headed down here. So there were about 400 people inside when we got here, and the numbers just all morning, people have just been pouring.
Ashton Kutcher, who previously shared a friendship with Combs, found himself unintentionally linked to the scandal. However, it is important to emphasize that Kutcher has not been implicated in any of Combs' alleged crimes.
John Diddy Combs' investigation. New surveillance video shows Combs being taken into custody in a Manhattan hotel last week. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Kotursky, is at the scene of his arrest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. This is the hotel where Sean Combs was arrested a week ago. You can now see how that arrest went down. This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing yet another assault lawsuit. The woman who filed this suit says in 2000, when she was 16, she was leaving a babysitting job at a lower Manhattan building when she came across Combs sitting in a car with two other men. They offered a ride home, and after refusing multiple times, she says she eventually accepted. And that is when the woman claimed she was given a drink that was drugged, and Combs raped her. Combs has been named in more than 30 lawsuits accusing him of misconduct, and he denies the
controversy began in September 2024 when Diddy was arrested on multiple charges. While Combs has pleaded not guilty, the trial has drawn significant attention to his inner circle. Ashton Kutcher, known for his roles in That 70s Show and 2.5 Men, faced scrutiny due to his past friendship with Combs. Kutcher had once attended one of Diddy's iconic white parties, a signature event showcasing the music mogul's extravagant lifestyle.
Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends. You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close.
As the wildfires ravaged affluent Los Angeles neighborhoods, destroying properties and displacing thousands, Kutcher allegedly confirmed online the possibility of a link between Diddy and the disaster. Speculation grew after reports pointed out the proximity of Diddy's LA residence to the fire's point of origin. Some theorists suggested that the blaze could have been orchestrated to destroy incriminating evidence that might be used against him in his ongoing legal battles.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punk, because he was like, yo, don't punk you can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out.
There's been a lot of people that have gone back and find old episodes like Ashton Kutcher. He was on a 2019 episode of Hot Ones interview where he was asked about ever attending a Diddy get-together or a party, and he goes, oh, I can't tell. Like, he was like, oh, I've got one, a lot that I can tell you. Oh, wait, no, I can't tell you about that one. Can't tell you about that one either. I'm actually cycling through all of the Diddy party stories, and man, some weird memories are coming down that.
An insider revealed that Kutcher is deeply worried that Diddy may fabricate allegations against him in an attempt to protect himself. The actor is said to feel betrayed and manipulated by Combs, and is now reflecting on their past friendship with a sense of regret.
So the man who's facing federal criminal crimes charges, scheduled to go to trial in May, facing numerous sexual assault lawsuits, there are those online who believe that these fires were deliberately set to protect him. Apparently because his LA home, which was raided by the feds last year during the investigation, it hasn't been burned to the ground during the fires. As the Daily Mail reports, his home in Homely Hills is close to the Palisades fire path. There are other celebrities who lost their homes. His is okay. We're seeing the fires, the idea was it was destroying evidence. That's what it is, right? It's to destroy evidence in this case. It's a way to protect him. I can't believe I'm saying it, but you're combining one of the biggest crime stories in the past year with now one of the biggest natural disaster stories. I'm not surprised people...
In a resurfaced 2019 interview on Hot Ones, Kutcher humorously dodged discussing specific incidents from Combs' infamous parties, joking, "I've got a lot I can't tell." This lighthearted remark has since been revisited in the wake of Combs' legal troubles.
He's told the media several times, including here in James Corden, talking about how they ran the marathon.
Ashton, you were instrumental in Diddy getting into shape. Is this true? Explain.
Okay. So we were spending a lot of time together. By the way, if you're a single man, there's probably no greater human being in the world. This is 20 years ago, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
And so it was.
If you're a single man, there's no better man to know. Ha ha ha. Man, this stuff just looks awful now. Ashton has like the worst taste in Friends. It's hard to not feel like...
Ally Carter, an alleged trafficking survivor, has recently attracted attention for statements that appeared to predict the Los Angeles wildfires. In a video from October 2024, Carter cautioned, "Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too."
Public, but he's had a lot of scandals last year, and now he's being absolutely destroyed over P. Diddy. There's been some backlash to Ashton Kutcher due to his on-screen romance with Mila Kunis when she was 14 years old and he was 19 when they were doing that 70s show together. That's because Ashton Kutcher revealed during his first kiss with Mila Kunis he used his tongue without her permission because Danny Masterson bet him $20 he wouldn't. Then in the early 2000s, when marketing the movie Cheaper by the Dozen, he made a joke about his 15-year-old co-star saying she was in the club of people America can't wait to turn 18. Also joked at the same time the Olsen twins were also on that list because they had 6 countdown clocks for their 18th birthday.
The wildfire has been linked to famous rapper Diddy, who was arrested in September for trafficking and racketeering. Following his arrest, many internet users spread wild theories that the famous Hollywood actors, producers, and stars were all involved. Now, as the fires grow, a theory has emerged that the blaze was started and will continue in order to destroy evidence in the...
Carter suggested that the true causes of the fires might remain concealed at first, but would eventually be connected to trafficking activities. She claims to have been trafficked through underground tunnels beneath various locations, including schools and amusement parks. According to Carter, these tunnels are part of a larger network used for illicit activities by high-profile individuals.
Claims to be one of Diddy's victims, and how she somehow kind of predicted this fire coming.
The world is going to crumble when they see this next event. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. You know who's on.
Additionally, some social media posts have circulated images allegedly showing Combs' mansion on fire. However, these images have since been identified as unrelated to his property.
And I remember walking through, I remember talking to certain people after we got so far. I remember my ears popping. I remember feeling like I'm choking because the air was so weird. We got to a certain point and there was, it looked like a basement. It looked like where they keep things that were not public display in the museum. And after getting so far, we were in...
It was the same LA mansion that was raided by the feds on March 25th, 2024.
So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I've been seeing it everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. People posting alleged photos of Diddy's house and claiming that it burned down. They're saying evidence burned down, the house burned down. I've been seeing them everywhere. Well, there's even reports coming out about it now, and here we go. Sportskeeda.com reports, is the image of Diddy's house on fire real or fake? Viral claim debunked amid LA wildfires. It goes on to say that Facebook user Fuentes Liliana took to social networking site on January 9th to share an image of a destroyed mansion caught in flames and burning down. The caption said, P. Diddy's mansion in California has been completely consumed by fire. It should be noted that the house would be under investigation in a couple of days, where many names would be involved in the case. Unfortunately, that will no longer be possible.
The feds discovered several illegal weapons inside the mansion, and agents also secured video footage from within the property. This footage is believed to be critical to their investigation. Agents are currently tracking down and interviewing potential witnesses identified in the footage, including a male adult service provider who has come forward claiming to be a victim.
And off the top at 5:30, we continue to follow breaking news out of Star Island. Several law enforcement agencies are raiding the home of hip-hop mogul P. Diddy.
And tonight, we are learning it may be tied to alarming allegations. Let's get right out to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward, who joins us live from the scene with what we know so far. So, Larry, what can you tell us at this point?
Authorities not confirming very much beyond the fact that this is part of an ongoing investigation started by Homeland Security investigations in the state of New York. Behind me, that is the entrance to Star Island. You can see the Miami Beach police car there at the entrance. If you look to your right, you can see this is where the Homeland Security investigations are set up with their command posts. We've seen not only HSI police, we've also seen an FBI agent and numerous other officers going in and out of the house that is behind it. You can see the beige complex there. That home, we understand, according to property records, owned by Sean Combs, or Diddy as he is known. That property, again, being searched at this hour. We also know, obviously, Sean Diddy Combs has properties in Los Angeles and New York. We understand from our colleagues in Los Angeles that earlier today, helicopter hovered above one of Diddy's homes there, that a similar law enforcement they showed up there as well to search the property. It's not clear exactly what they're searching for or the details of the investigation. We've asked Homeland Security about that. They're only saying that this is part of an ongoing investigation led by New York, but obviously the properties in Los Angeles and the property here in Miami being searched as we speak. We're going to stay on top of this story and bring you more details as we get it. But back here live, you're looking at, again, HSI police setting up their investigation at this house. You can look and see in the driveway, the gate, it looks like that gate has been disabled because it's sort of just leaning up against the pillar on the side as they're backing a van up into the property. And we're going to try to get as much information as we can. We talked to neighbors. They told us that these police officers showed up about 2 or 3 hours ago. So again, we'll dig for information and have more for you as it comes out. For now, we're live on Star Island. Larry Seward.
In a resurfaced 2002 interview on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Diddy made a disturbing joke about locking women up at his parties. This clip has gained renewed attention following his recent arrest on serious charges.
Information on the latest in the Diddy investigation. I have learned from sources that investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos. It's been reported that Diddy has collected images of people in compromising situations at his residence.
Diddy's former bodyguard, Gondil, has confirmed the presence of hidden cameras at Diddy's parties in multiple interviews. Deal revealed that Diddy used these cameras to record activities at his gatherings without the knowledge or consent of the attendees.
You just drink water at parties. If you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
yeah.
rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. No. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
We've actually spoken with several people who say, frankly, they're not surprised by any of this. This, as the attention, in terms of the investigation, now shifts to some of Diddy's friends and
set it up. To set up the atmosphere that, this guy's gonna lie on us. This guy ain't gonna tell the truth on us. But what we know is that wherever Diddy went, his tape recorders went. His camera equipment was working. He was videotaping everything. So they might have that videotape already.